Okay, so first off, thanks Joe for allowing us to come in and have a little bit of a chat this morning, and thank you so much for all of your many years of valued support and sponsorship within the club. And Joe, I'm here today so that we can have a bit of a chat about your involvement in motorsport in general and also your background with your sponsorship in the club. So can I ask you, we know that you've got a mechanical and a motorsport background, so do you want to just fill us in on the basics of how you got started and where your background lies in those areas?
Yeah, Frank, I'm a motor mechanic. I am a motor mechanic. I started my apprenticeship up in Mackay. I love motor racing and I love my cars. I wanted to race and thought, how do you get to do it? I bought a Mini. And I used to race this Mini down at Lakeside International Raceway, but I'd travel from Mackay to Brisbane each weekend that I raced, and I'd drive back to Mackay by Monday morning, start work at Monday morning. I would come to Brisbane, I'd go to the Caravala Hotel on Saturday morning, I'd book in, I'd go and have something to eat, go and practice Saturday afternoon, race all day Sunday and drive back home. And I loved it for so long, it got too much for me, so then I thought, well, I better probably buy another car and come to Brisbane. So I ended up buying one of the cars that won the Bathurst in 1966. Tim wrote, I think Brian Foley and Paddy Hopkirk had the car that I brought. Only done 30 laps, I'm sorry, and done an engine problem. I came down from Mackay, brought the car, took it back to Brisbane. I took it back to Mackay. It was too good to have in Mackay, so I found a job in Brisbane. Brought the car down to Brisbane. I used to borrow people's cars to tow my trailer with. I used to sell my drive cars to buy tyres. So it was a hard track. Really was a hard track to do. And that's continued on till it got to the stage where I used to race two cars. Two Minis, one was an improved one, a lot of stuff come from England, alloy bodies, body shells and bonnets and doors. Then I won a lot of the hill climbs with the production car, but it got to the stage where business comes first or motor racing. So I quit motor racing when my son was born in 1970, then my oldest son. Then I quit motor racing, then my younger son, Jake, come along when he was 13 years of age, and we put him in a go-kart, and he's been going ever since, and he's doing a wonderful job of motor racing. So the heritage in motor racing comes back from way back to now, and it's still going now, and I love watching him.
Okay, Joe, well, we've talked about your initial start off in the motor industry and how you started off in motorsport. So do you want to just let us know how you got involved with Mazda and how you got to where we are at the moment?
Frank, before I took Mazda on, I had a performance centre and a workshop at Douglas Street, Milton, and I prepared a lot of race cars for people, and I raced with a lot of people that I prepared cars for. Then it got to the stage where I would have loved to have sold new cars, which I took on in 1973, which is Mazda. And it's been a wonderful thing for us. The Mazda brand has gone better and better. In 1987, when the MX-5 was born, we actually started selling MX-5, and we then helped the MX-5 Car Club from then on, and we continue doing it till now. And it's been a wonderful thing to do between us and the club.
So Joe, what we're going to ask you now is about the future. How do you see the future for Mazda and for the MX-5 and for our continued cooperation between the club and yourselves?
Well, Mazda's gone so well so far now. They can't go backwards. They've got to continue on, and they keep building better cars. We do see with Mazda, we actually get involved with Mazda to know what models are coming, and we got to keep it pretty private.
Yeah.
We know cars to 2019 that we know that's what's coming, and there's good cars coming between now and then.
What you mean? There's a better one than the RF?
No. But there will be 2020. You will see probably a new sports car. You know, so because they're 100 years old in Australia then. Mazda.
That's right. Yep.
100 years old in Australia. So I don't think they'll go backwards. It's so strong now with Mazda. The futures can't go backwards. It's got to go forward.
Yep.
They'll keep building better cars, good cars, and worldwide, the more money they make, the more money the factory can spend to make better cars.
And just one other thing, Joe, you were talking about your own race heritage earlier on, and Jake's into it now, so I guess you'd be a very proud dad as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm very proud of him. You know, he does a very, very good job. He actually puts everything into it. It's not just going in motor racing, it's preparing to go motor racing. He actually puts in so much effort as training. He can train 3 nights a week in my gym at home. He goes for a run every morning. He's got a go-kart that he uses in the middle of the day on a Sunday and does his practice, trains on that, which is to me is a really, really good training course. And I'm so proud of him. He's raced in Belgium, he's raced in Spa, he's done very well.
And the Bathurst 12 hour, a couple of hours.
Bathurst 12 hours, two events to that. And,
yeah.
So no, he's very, very, very strong at doing that, and that is by being. I think you've got to fit yourself to suit that too. You just don't just jump in a car and go motor racing.
Right.
You've got to prepare yourself to do that, just like you prepare a car.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Joe. I really appreciate your time that you've spent with us this morning, and hopefully we can have a very long relationship with yourselves and the Mazda Motor Company, and I'll certainly be coming back to buy more cars off you.
Thanks, Frank, and I don't want to stop. I think the 3 boys are so wrapped in what they do in the motor car side of it, they'll continue on doing what they're doing now and better.
Excellent. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, buddy.
That was all right.